The actual reason Cody and Robyn refrained from responding to specific inquiries during the Sister Wives Season 19 tell-all. Cody Brown and Robyn Brown remained reticent on the Sister Wives Season 19 tell-all, and their silence may convey more than their statements ever could. Cody and Robyn's relationship commenced in the inaugural season of Sister Wives, when Robyn was presented as Cody's fourth spouse. They encountered each other via mutual acquaintances, establishing a robust bond. Their romance involved conventional practices such as supervised dates, culminating in their marriage in 2010. Eventually, Robyn became Cody's last remaining spouse after his other marriages dissolved. Their relationship is frequently regarded as the most robust, resulting in friction with the other wives and eliciting disapproval from fans. Cody's marriage to Robyn significantly influenced his connections with his other wives and children. As he seemed to allocate more attention and time to Robyn, familial conflict escalated. His emotional detachment from Mary, Janelle, and Christine resulted in the dissolution of those marriages. The preferential treatment exhibited towards Robyn also affected Cody's relationships with some of his elder children, many of whom felt overlooked or marginalized. This transition established enduring divisions within the formerly cohesive Poly family. Cody and Robyn persist in denying that favoritism contributed to the family's disintegration, unable to acknowledge the impact of their actions on others. In the Sister Wives Season 19 tell-all, Cody and Robyn Brown conspicuously evaded responding to several challenging inquiries. Cody disregarded inquiries on the initial phases of their relationship, but Robyn described the footage as disturbing and opted not to provide further details. Their absence of transparency exasperated viewers seeking genuine understanding. The tell-all intended to provide clarity. Instead, their ambiguous responses resulted in numerous unsolved questions. Fans exhibited particular curiosity in the emotional chronology of their courting. Nonetheless, the couple maintained silence. Their hesitance to disclose incited additional conjecture among the audience. Numerous individuals perceived Cody and Robyn's reticence as a means to evade responsibility for the family's persistent discord. Inquiries regarding favoritism, familial discord, and previous disputes were either dismissed or skillfully evaded. Cody and Robyn's reticent demeanor contrasted sharply with the emotional openness exhibited by other wives. The absence of transparency exacerbated existing discontent among supporters, who believed the tell-all failed to provide the candid insight it had promised. The couple's relationship remains contentious. Cody and Robyn appeared cautious about their disclosures at the Sister Wives Season 19 tell-all, presumably to avoid further damaging their image. Rather than providing explicit responses, they evaded difficult inquiries and remained ambiguous when addressing sensitive issues. Robyn described several tapes as disturbing, prompting Cody to promptly curtail certain discussions. Observers remarked on the distinctiveness of their attitude in contrast to the other wives, who shown greater openness. Their silence led viewers to perceive that they were concealing information or safeguarding their reputation, which exacerbated the criticism they had already faced during the season. In the Sister Wives Season 19 tell-all, Cody and Robyn Brown were resolute in managing the narrative. They circumvented challenging subjects and provided succinct, measured responses. Rather than confronting emotive instances or previous errors, they endeavored to remain composed and unruffled, as though there were nothing to elucidate. Robyn seemed particularly intent on suppressing her emotions, likely to prevent appearing vulnerable. Their conduct suggested a desire to emerge from the tell-all appearing composed, stable, and unperturbed by the season's surrounding drama. Sister Wives fans perceived Cody and Robyn as prioritizing image preservation over honesty. While the other wives candidly expressed their anguish, Cody and Robyn opted to maintain a jovial demeanor or deflect responsibility. This suggested that they sought to present themselves as the winners of the tell-all, maintaining a position above the tension and disagreement. Nonetheless, their technique may have been counterproductive. Fans perceived their lack of transparency as aloof and dismissive, exacerbating the criticism they already encounter. Their defensive demeanor elicited frustration and skepticism rather than sympathy. Nonetheless, Cody Brown from Sister Wives is currently endeavoring to mend his connections with his adult offspring. Kody Brown, having resided in a polygamous household for over 30 years with his 4 wives, Mary, Janelle, Christine, and Robyn, fathered 18 children and served as the family patriarch. Over time, Kody increasingly favored his youngest wife, Robyn, above his other 3 wives. This alteration in priorities caused him to disregard his responsibilities as a husband and parent, culminating in the departure of his 3 wives. In recent seasons, Kody has experienced disputes with his former spouses about multiple matters. He alleged that Christine had betrayed him, informed Mary that he had never loved her, and engaged in a dispute with Janelle regarding the Coyote Pass property. Kody engaged in a dispute with Robyn on the essence of their marriage and its prospective trajectory. He articulated his desire to exit the polygamous partnership, whilst Robyn conveyed her willingness to attempt it again, provided there were assurances of success this time. In Season 19 of Sister Wives, Kody and Robyn exhibited contentment in their monogamous relationship. Additionally, Kody has faced conflicts with several of his adult children over the years, apart from his prior spouses. Recently, spectators observed the polygamous dad in a challenging predicament with his sons, Garrison and Gabriel Brown. He desired him to stay at home during the COVID-19 pandemic and adhere to his stringent regulations. Nevertheless, Garrison and Gabriel opted to ignore Kody's preferences and persisted with their customary routines. This choice distressed Kody, who thereafter insisted that Janelle expel Garrison and Gabriel from their residence, leading to irreparable damage to his relationships with both individuals. Christine's son, Robyn Brown, experienced a conflict with Kody due to his disapproval of Kody's treatment of his mother. He and several of his siblings grew weary of Kody's domineering and egocentric conduct, resulting in their estrangement from him. Robyn Brown, Christine's daughter, allegedly confronted Kody and inquired why he harbored animosity against her. Likewise, Mary's offspring, Leon Brown, ceased engagement with Kody due to his convictions and absence of support. Kody's daughter, Maddie Brown, along with numerous of his other adult offspring, estranged themselves from him owing to his contentious demeanor and historical conduct. In March 2024, Kody and Janelle endured a profound tragedy with the death of their son, Garrison. This poignant incident catalyzed a transition in Kody, inspiring him to become a more conscientious father. Kody endeavored to restore his relationships with his children, aiming to revive severed bonds. In Sister Wives Season 19, Kody endeavored to re-establish his position as a nurturing parent. Regrettably, Kody's attempts to mend his connections with his children have proven ineffective. Several of his children have publicly declared their estrangement from him. Recently, Robyn has persistently lambasted Kody in interviews and on TikTok, explicitly conveying his lack of desire in sustaining a solid connection with his father. He has stated that the likelihood of reconstructing their father-son relationship is nearly non-existent. Maddie has opted to be largely reticent regarding her relationship with Kody, demonstrating a disinterest in cultivating a bond with him. Likewise, Kody's other offspring, including Leon and Gabriel, seem to be estranged from him. They appear disinclined to reconcile with him, perhaps owing to their hectic schedules. Kody has not achieved substantial progress with all his children. Nevertheless, he may perhaps reconcile with a few who are more inclined to forgive him. For example, Christine's daughter, Aspen, has demonstrated that she still possesses some affection for Kody. In a prior interaction, she explicitly inquired of Kody regarding his sentiments towards her, reflecting a degree of apprehension. Although she may be amenable to reconciling with Kody in the future, she remains wary owing to his treatment of her siblings and mother. In contrast to some of her siblings, Mykelti seems to exhibit diplomacy and has maintained a reasonably neutral stance throughout family turmoil. She probably disdains familial conflicts, indicating that she may be capable of reconciling with her father. Kody's eldest son, Logan Brown, might also be receptive to establishing a bond with him. As the eldest sibling and a more reserved individual, Logan may possess the emotional maturity to see that it is feasible to reconcile with Kody while preserving a respectful distance. It is apparent that Kody's devotion for Robyn has profoundly impacted his other relationships. Consequently, It is plausible to infer that Robyn contributed to the discord within the family, especially between Cody and his other children. Nonetheless, it would be unjust to attribute Cody's estrangement from his children completely to Robyn. Cody's prior conduct and his abuse of his former spouses are likely the principal factors contributing to his difficult relationships with the children who once esteemed him. Over the years, numerous offspring of Cody have voiced apprehensions regarding his favoritism towards Robyn. Individuals such as Garrison and Gabriel have identified this bias, attributing Cody's behavior on his negligence as a father. Gabriel wept on video, distressed by Cody's oversight of his birthday. It is comprehensible that children such as Paydon and others would attribute blame to Cody and perceive Robyn as the primary cause of the familial discord. Cody's actions have resulted in his estrangement from his children, as Robyn did not compel him to put her above the other sister wives. Nonetheless, Cody Brown from Sister Wives was recently observed in a different state, absent his wife, Robyn Brown, and distanced from their residence in Arizona. The patriarch of the Brown family has experienced numerous fluctuations over the past 3 years, including 3 divorces and the unfortunate demise of his son, Garrison Brown. Throughout his life, Robyn's support and presence have remained a constant. Despite their differing perspectives on polygamy, the pair appears satisfied in their current monogamous relationship. In the Sister Wives Season 19 tell-all, Cody conveyed his disinterest in continuing the practice of polygamy. The conflict between Cody and Robyn seems to have intensified following the Sister Wives Season 19 tell-all. A recent observation of Cody at an airport without his preferred spouse indicates potential discord in his relationship. A Redditor, ARE, posted an image showing Cody seated in a restaurant at DFW Airport on June 18, 2025, igniting conversations over Robyn's absence from the Texas trip. Cody's look in the photograph suggested a displeased demeanor, prompting other Redditors to remark on his apparent displeasure. A Reddit user, @IdoShiniko, remarked, "He consistently appears angry now." Another user, @Disenchanted2, concurred, "Indeed. He has angry, beady eyes." Cody and Robyn wed in 2010 and have remained inseparable since then. Cody's inability to concentrate on his relationships with the other 3 spouses stemmed from their divine love. He is currently content with his exclusive relationship and no longer desires many weddings. Robyn frequently joins Cody on their mutual excursions in Arizona and beyond. Consequently, Sister Wives enthusiasts were astonished to see Cody in Texas absent Robyn, inciting conjecture regarding possible complications in their marriage. Cody's solitary excursion does not inherently signify discord in his partnership with Robyn. Their marriage may be flourishing now that the other sister wives have departed. Cody may have traveled alone for professional purposes, as his role as a salesperson likely necessitated addressing a work-related issue in Texas. Robyn presumably remained in Flagstaff to care for their 5 children, several of whom are still minors. The absence of the pair in public does not necessarily indicate problems in their relationship. Nonetheless, Robyn's absence elicits some apprehensions. Cody, who has a large family of 17 children dispersed throughout the United States, may have been visiting one of his offspring during his recent journey. The ambiguity over his potential offspring in Texas complicates the determination of whether his visit was personal or professional. Cody's look in the photograph suggests he was displeased throughout the trip, maybe prompting the admirer to capture the image from afar. It would be intriguing to observe whether the forthcoming season of Sister Wives explores Cody's experiences in Texas. Nevertheless, the morning in Flagstaff was remarkably tranquil. Mary stood solitary outside her bed and breakfast, Lizzie's Heritage Inn, with her arms crossed and her gaze remote. The sun elongated shadows on the crimson stones as the air murmured a gentle farewell. Season 19, Episode 16 of Sister Wives culminated in a significant and poignant turning point in Mary's life. A year had elapsed since Mary formally concluded her spiritual marriage with Cody. Their bond, once brimming with optimism and nascent aspirations, had gradually transformed into a subdued discomfort in the periphery of her existence. However, she was prepared for a transformative experience, not merely recuperation, but a daring reimagining. In this hypothetical recounting, Mary chose to commemorate her advancement with a very intimate ritual, one not intended for public display, yet inadvertently observed by the crew from a distance. With assistance from her friend Jen and many trustworthy ladies from her retreat group, Mary orchestrated what she termed her ceremony of release. She adorned herself in flowing white linen, barefoot on the soft earth, with a small fire pit at the middle. Surrounding her were letters, emblems of recollections, printed photographs, and an antique ring she had retained for an excessive duration. Everything possessed a narrative. A Polaroid showing her and Cody grinning in the early 2000s. A correspondence from the period during which they sought counseling. A charm bracelet he gifted her following a difficult period. Individually, she addressed each memory, expressed gratitude for its lessons, and cast it into the flames. I liberate the woman who awaited love that never returned. I cherish the affection I offered, regardless of its reciprocation. I embrace the lady I am evolving into. The flames surged as each token disintegrated into ash. The energy transitioned. Although they were not included in the circle, Christine and Janelle observed from an adjacent ridge. Christine's eyes were filled with tears. This is strength, she said. Janelle acquiesced. She required this. Each of us did so, at various intervals. It was an uncommon instance of mutual tranquility among the former sister wives, no longer united by Cody, yet still connected by their shared history, sisterhood, and resilience. Unbeknownst to the viewers until the episode's concluding minutes, Mary had composed a letter to Cody, not for reconciliation, but for closure. Cody, I do not harbor animosity towards you. I no longer hold you accountable. However, I have ultimately ceased my efforts to be significant in your narrative. It is time for me to compose my own. Mary, she failed to dispatch it. She incinerated it. In doing so, she liberated herself from years of emotional enslavement. In a concluding gesture, Mary traversed a stone pathway, each stone inscribed with words such as faith, freedom, courage, and self-worth. At the terminus of the trail stood a newly crafted signpost for her retreat. Here she ascends. This transcended mere symbolism. Mary transformed her sorrow into a guiding principle. She was not merely distancing herself from Cody. She was really embracing her identity. The following morning, she revised the retreat's website. Lizzie's Heritage is set to inaugurate a new series of women's empowerment retreats titled Release and Rise. The inaugural session has already reached full capacity. Simultaneously, Cody, observing the scene from afar, appeared unusually subdued. Robyn inquired, "Do you harbor any regrets?" He remained unresponsive. Ultimately, he recognized that Mary's subtle advance resonated more profoundly than all his rationalizations together.